The call came at 6:14 a.m. on a Tuesday. I was already awake, sitting on the porch of my cabin outside Durango, Colorado, watching the sun climb over the mountains. Sleep didn't come easily anymore, so I had stopped fighting it. My phone buzzed, unknown number. I almost ignored it, but something compelled me to answer. Mr. Carter, this is Dr. Priya Ravenscroft at Children's Hospital Colorado in Aurora. I'm calling about your son, Ryan. My heart stopped. My son? A word I hadn't heard directed at me in 3 years. What happened? Is he okay? Ryan has been diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia. He needs a bone marrow transplant. His mother, Olivia, provided us with your contact information as a potential donor. Olivia, my ex-wife, who had spent 3 years telling our boys that I abandoned them, who had blocked my number, returned every letter unopened, and told me they were ashamed to call me their father. Olivia now needed me. I told her I'd be there in 6 hours. My name is Ethan Carter. I'm 41, a wilderness guide in southwestern Colorado, though I used to be a high school history teacher in Denver, living a normal life with a wife and twin sons. That life ended 3 years ago when Olivia decided I wasn't enough. The drive from Durango to Aurora took 5.5 hours, and I pushed the speed limit the whole way. My sons, Ryan and Noah, were 11 now. The last time I saw them, they were 8, standing in the driveway as I loaded boxes into a truck. Daddy, why are you leaving? Noah had asked. I'm not leaving you, buddy. I'm just moving to a different house. I'll see you every weekend, I promise. I said, but I never did. Olivia made sure of it. The hospital was enormous, sprawling with buildings connected by tunnels and walkways, filled with sick children and terrified parents. I found the oncology ward and gave my name at the desk. Olivia was sitting in the waiting area, clutching a cup of coffee like it was the only thing keeping her upright. Ethan, thank you for coming, she said. I know I don't deserve it. Where's Ryan? Room 412. He's sleeping. The chemo is hard on him, she replied. I pushed past my anger, past the memories of everything she had done to keep me away, and followed directions to the lab for the bone marrow test. The procedure took an hour, and Dr. Ravenscroft, small, kind-eyed, and patient, explained everything clearly. 3 hours later, she returned, but her face told me something was wrong. Mr. Carter, could you come with me, please? She said, leading me to a conference room with 2 other doctors. Mr. Carter, your compatibility test shows that you are not biologically related to Ryan, Dr. Okonkwo said. Neither of your twins shares your DNA. There is no paternal match. My world spun. 11 years. 11 years of love, of bedtime stories, of soccer games, of wiping noses, of coaching, of being a father, and none of it was real? The doctors explained the anomaly. Ryan and Noah were fraternal twins, not identical. They could have different fathers. Olivia had been involved with 2 other men during conception. One, Grant Holloway, my personal trainer years ago, and Dex Yarborough, a coworker during a business trip. Neither was me. I sank into the chair, numb, betrayed, furious, heartbroken. I had raised these boys, loved them, fought for them, and she had cheated and deceived me for over a decade. I left the room, needing air, needing space to process the devastation. But Ryan still needed a bone marrow transplant. I insisted Olivia locate Grant and Dex. Grant was found after 3 days, living in Phoenix, muscular, confident, the kind of man who could fill a room with his presence. Dex refused involvement. Grant was a partial match. Ryan's transplant went smoothly, and the boy's leukemia went into remission. Throughout the recovery, I was there every day. I held Ryan's hand when he was weak, read stories to him, laughed at his jokes, and reminded him he was strong. Noah visited cautiously, processing the revelation that his biological father was not me, but he said quietly, I've got one dad. I don't need another. I realized that family isn't defined by DNA. It's defined by love, commitment, and presence. I had lost 11 years, but in those years, I had built a bond stronger than any genetic test could measure. The custody battle that had been lost to Olivia before now swung in my favor. With the biological father revelation, parental alienation evidence, and the boys' wishes, I gained joint custody with every other week, holidays, and summers. Olivia did not fight. She was tired, worn, and perhaps regretful. Life slowly returned to normal. We hiked in the mountains, fished in streams, played soccer, did homework, and created real memories, not built on lies. I remained single, choosing to dedicate my love and presence to the boys rather than seeking romance. Grant Holloway faded into the background after Ryan's transplant, leaving me as the father in practice, if not in DNA. Dex Yarborough never appeared, and the boys did not seek him out. 11 years of love, 11 years of showing up, and 3 years of absence had cemented my role as their dad. I sat on my porch in Durango, watching the sun climb over the peaks, reflecting on the journey. From betrayal, heartbreak, and lies, to resilience, love, and truth. Blood does not make a family, showing up does. Family is love, sacrifice, and presence. I spent 3 years thinking I had lost my sons, but in reality, they had been waiting for me all along. 11 years of fatherhood, built on care, time, and dedication, had created an unbreakable bond that biology could not erase. Ryan and Noah knew who I was, who I had always been. Their dad, no matter what the DNA said. And that was enough. Don't forget to subscribe for more real-life emotional stories every day. Thumbs up if this story touched your heart. Like and share with someone who needs to hear it.